Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of the brand new net flick, Army of the Dead. Let's do it. Army of the Dead is an action crime horror from director Zack Snyder and Netflix. The film stars Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, Anna de la Reguera, Matthias Schweighofer, Nora Arnezeder, Hiroyuki Sanada, Garret, Dillahunt, Notaro, Raul, Castillo, Huma, Qureshi, and Samantha win. Following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. So this is Zack Snyder's second movie of the year, and it's a Zack Snyder movie through and through. He's returning to his zombie roots, his first feature film being the remake of Dawn of the Dead, filmed at my mall no less. And this has all the makings of a Zack Snyder movie. It's really, really long, though at 2.5 hours it's still like an entire movie shorter than Justice League. Lots of slow-mo? Check. An extended title sequence that's like a slow-mo tableau set to pop music? Check. Speed ramping? Check. Shot beautifully? Check. As a matter of fact, Snyder shot this movie himself. He's not just the director, but he was also the director of photography as well. I should also mention this will be a spoiler-free review. If you want to hear full spoiler thoughts, Chris and Andres and I are going to do a full spoiler review on our podcast, Mass Media Hysteria. It'll be up on the channel on Monday, so check back for that. And I'll say this straight up. I'm mixed on Snyder as a filmmaker. I'm mixed on the zombie genre. It's not my favorite, but I was still curious about this one. A zombie heist movie that I've never seen. And it looked like, and totally turned out to be, a mix of the zombie genre, Ocean's 11, and Richard Matheson's I Am Legend, the book, not the movie. And while I didn't love Army of the Dead, I had quite a bit of fun with it. One of the first things I noticed was this flick really wears its influences on its sleeve. There was a moment in the cold open that was straight out of American Werewolf in London. Like the beats were exactly the same, it was shot in the same way, and at first I thought maybe it's just a freakish coincidence, but then later in the movie they use a cover version of Bad Moon Rising. It all kind of comes together in my head. Further, I liked the lore surrounding the zombies, and this is not a spoiler, it's in the trailer, you can see it pretty clearly. But these zombies have their own society with a social hierarchy, and that is right out of I Am Legend. I thought that was cool. Gets a little bit silly at times for sure, but it was a cool idea. As I mentioned, the opening titles do that Snyder thing with the tableau set to the uppity pop song. And it also shows us the main characters like essentially posing for professional photographs. I'm not sure what they were going for there. If it was laughs, it worked. And even with zero dialogue, there is a moment in that montage that was actually genuinely heartbreaking. I found the acting in this movie to be anywhere from adequate to pretty good. I really like Dave Bautista in here. He does really carry the flick. I dug Schweighofer and Hardwick. I really liked the relationship between those two characters. The standouts for me, though, were Ella Purnell, who plays Bautista's character's daughter. She's got a couple moments, particularly towards the end, that I really, really liked. And Notaro looks like she's having a blast. And hey, I don't need extreme violence to enjoy a movie. Sometimes it's too much, depending on the movie. But in a zombie movie, hell yeah, I want some gruesome nastiness. And this movie definitely delivers that. It's really violent. And there are some really, really inventive kills. But now for some of the negatives. First off, I can't fathom a single reason why this needed to be 2.5 hours long. I honestly think you could cut the better part of an hour out of it and it would still essentially be the same flick. And I'm all for padding the runtime if that means establishing more character work, but in this movie, aside from one relationship, there's not a whole lot of that. I didn't care about many of the characters in this movie. Granted, it is a pretty big ensemble. I also thought the movie was pretty predictable. I saw a lot of the beats coming, though there were a couple of surprises. And in the same vein, I felt the same way about the humor. Most of it didn't work for me. Got a couple of good pops. And the movie does have some good, genuine character moments that work. A lot of them get pretty schmaltzy. And the visual effects, also a mixed bag. Some stuff looked really good. There's one particular CGI animal that I thought looked great, but then when you get like wide shots of the zombie hordes, it looks a little PS3. And much like the Snyder cut of Justice League, this movie has an epilogue that I kind of felt like didn't really need to be there aside from setting up a sequel. It was also kind of silly. But would I recommend Army of the Dead? Yeah, sure, it's not a pinnacle of the genre. In fact, I'd argue Snyder's Dawn of the Dead is the better film overall. But if you're looking for some gruesome carnage and a slightly different take on the genre, and you're willing to invest 2.5 hours of your time, and you're gonna be at home anyway, and you're not gonna spend extra money to see it, I say check it out. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Army of the Dead. And I think I'm gonna give Army of the Dead a...
They're my family. Take me, take me!
out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Army of the Dead? What did you think about it? What's your favorite zombie movie of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. It really helps the channel grow, gets the video out there. I do appreciate it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.